Okay, please ignore the fit. I did get dressed in the dark, but I just want to talk about how lucky I got with a bond case this morning. This is specifically for people who are detained by ICE and are now eligible for release on bond. And as you may already know, the laws with regards to bond change consistently, like a new change every week. And you may already know that ICE loves to play musical chairs with our clients. So the second that someone is about to get some good news, they'll be transferred to the other side of the country in a much more harsh jurisdiction for no reason. And last week's change was that whenever that sort of thing happens, within 48 hours, the case has to be transferred to the next court or to the other judge. So in today's case, we filed and then there was a bond hearing set for Monday, today. But on Friday, they give us notice that, hey, this person's being transferred. So that happened, but I was trying to stay cool because I'm a professional, but still I was like, fudge my chingus life, man. But yeah, the detainee was transferred to a completely different state, but the case had not yet been transferred with a judge. The document they had filed on Friday was still pending and had only gotten approved like 30 minutes before the hearing. So I'm up at, before the sunrise. I was up at 4 a.m. for a 5 a.m. hearing, which is an 8 a.m. over in Florida. And honestly, for these things, I'm so well prepared that the hardest part really is just showing up on time. I could not sleep at all last night. So I'm up anyway, I'm preparing, and then time of the hearing. At the hearing, the judge was just like, oh, I don't know, the case got transferred. I think my hands are tied here. And I was like, actually, Your Honor, it's been over 48 hours per their own memo. And just to be fair and efficient, I think you should be the one to do it. There was a bit of back and forth, but it felt like the scene from Kung Pao Into the Fist, who was just like, I implore you to reconsider. It's like, okay. Eventually, we were able to win the judge over because it was still in the judge's system. Therefore, they could still make a decision. And bond was granted for almost the least amount possible. It was incredible to see. Like, that sort of thing just doesn't happen anymore. And so the bond order is entered, and then, I kid you not, like 10 minutes later, the entire case gets transferred over to the next judge in, another state. So although I do need to be on here bragging about our wins more often, I typically don't, because that's just what we do. But I did just want to tell this story because there was just that tiny sliver of time, like maybe 40 minutes max, in which we had this opportunity in order to convince the judge, get the motion granted. And yeah, feels good. Great way to start the week. And damn, I gotta go Mimi's.